Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
I'm Vinny.
This is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna take a look at AI. AI is the thing that's on everyone's mind. It's the keyword. It was blockchain. It was EVs. Now it's AI. We're gonna take a look at stocks that popped up during previous stock market crazes, where they're at now, and is there an opportunity to take advantage of some of the AI madness, right? Because there's money to be made when people just see a word and throw cash at it. So
Yes.
we'll take a look.
Two stupid guys trade stocks.
All right, we're gonna do blockchain first.
Love
Okay.
it. I
We
remember
actually,
this name.
yeah, we did an analysis. This is Marathon. They're a crypto holding company and mining company. You're going to see the time frames of when these go crazy, but you can see we went from $9 to $80, and it lasted a while. It was like 8 months, right? Do you remember Kodak?
Yeah, the picture company.
Yeah, the picture company.
Yeah.
So in July 2020, they just said the word blockchain, kind of. They just said, hey, we're going to start doing some blockchain.
Yeah.
Now, this is not entirely accurate. They did not go to 60. I think they went to 12, but they've had to do splits, sorry, reverse splits. Is it a reverse split?
Fair enough. Maybe a reverse split. Yeah.
Yeah. But they essentially gained like 200 or 300% overnight, right? Now remember, this is just the blockchain era. Coin, which
Yeah.
has kind of been in a downgrade ever since, going up from 380 to 60. This is Kathy Woods' baby. All right.
Yeah. Totally.
It's kind of a competitor to Marathon. Same deal, almost the same timeline. They go from 5 to 80 and back, and this is the best one. Do you know what this is?
Oh, Long Island Iced Tea blockchain company or something like
I'm
that.
so glad you
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. All right.
I do.
So they were an iced tea company. They then fell down in December, right? And then they said, no, 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 no. We're now the Long Island blockchain company, and just went up to it was like they had a 200% gain in one day, right?
Yeah.
And then they had to do a release because it was illegal that we're in the preliminary stages of blockchain. We actually haven't started yet, right? And now they're over the counter. All right.
It turns out blockchain doesn't taste very good in your iced tea.
It does not.
Fine.
It does not. Right. So electric cars were a little bit slightly after that. There was some coinciding timeline there, but Neo was everyone's baby, right? Neo, we're chilling around $5, hit as much as 65. We are back down to 8 for all those people that were saying they are the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Right? Now, it is important. I didn't show Tesla in here because they're a legitimate company. I think they're overvalued, but they're not this. This
Yeah.
is different. All right?
Workhorse. I was hoping Nikola would be the next graph we saw, but
Workhorse. You don't think I'd leave Nikola out, bro. Come on.
Oh, I love it.
Now, this was during the fad of, what were those called where they came to market and they skipped the IPO?
Back.
SPAC. There we go. There is a ton of these. All right. This was a famous one. This was Canoe. They came out at 9. They had the same thing, went to 23. They're down to 67 cents. It's the same thing over and over and over. They don't even have a car. They went out for an IPO because they say that they're an EV company. This one, for instance, they haven't sold anything. They have a contract for Walmart for 4,000 total cars, and they have an option to buy more if it works. It's the same crap that Nikola did, right? This was a SPAC. This was CCIV changed to Lucid, and you could see these companies go from 60 to 7. It's absolutely insane. But they also go from 7 to 60. Here's Nikola.
Oh,
I'm not going to leave this out.
Yeah, rest in prison, Trevor Milton.
Rest in prison, scumbag. So this is not fair. This was also fraud, right? But now, this is what's different. Okay. Now, I just showed you a bunch of companies that are not blue chip companies. They are companies with a small market cap that said the word blockchain or actually did the research, entered into an EV market, and they skyrocketed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the phase of crazes, you usually start off with big companies that are doing this. Tesla for EVs. Blockchain's a little bit different because that was a crypto thing, but whatever. As of right now, like NVIDIA, this is May 20th. There are not many stocks near their all-time high. Okay? There are a couple, and they are all AI stocks. All right? Meta's not near it, but you can see we went from 75 to 245 as long as he mentions AI on the earnings call 50 freaking times, whatever it is.
Yep.
Here's Microsoft also approaching all-time highs. All right?
Yep.
There's going to be a time, I don't know when, and I don't know if I'm going to do anything about it, but small cap companies are going to start doing the AI craze. It's just going to be blockchain, EV, AI. It's going to be the same thing. I don't know what it's going to be in 5 years. I don't know. I was going to think of something inappropriate, but never mind. But there's going to be small cap companies that are going to start saying they're producing AI chips, AI software, helping with AI development, and they're going to skyrocket over the course of months and then tank.
Yeah.
So, how do we take advantage of that?
All right. I mean, yeah, you all of a sudden, if the first time you hear about a company is in the AI context space, basically what you're saying is it's probably gonna be worth 5 cents on the dollar of what it hits for a peak in the next like 2 years.
Maybe 2 cents on the dollar if you look at all those EV companies, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Wow.
if you're able to time it, I'm not saying go crazy money. That's dangerous. But you could just do one long option call, like 0.2% of your portfolio, and get like a substantial return. Or you could lose all of it. I don't know.
It's freaking disgusting. Because like I just listened to Alibaba one actually, and they're talking about AI too, and it's like, seriously, like, why is this all of a sudden a major theme that people think is like a cutting edge, the future, major profit driver? I haven't heard a single one of these goddamn companies tell me about a plan of how they're going to take AI and make money from it. They just say like, oh, it's cool, everyone needs it, right? Like, it's just garbage.
It's before blockchain, I didn't include it because I don't want to make it too long, but bioengineering. There's a ton of bio companies that came out, right? There's like that godfather of bio companies. He's like worth nothing now. There's so many companies that just went belly up because you get a cool keyword, and as long as you're in this space or you're an iced tea company and you just enter the space, but as long as you're in the space, you will get brought up by the wave of success of other companies. It's absolutely wild. And the AI wave, it hasn't hit small caps yet, but it is starting.
Okay. One other interesting point about AI is from Apple's shareholder meeting where they talked about it. They were asked questions about AI, and Tim Cook is like, "We've been using AI internally for years to like drive efficiency. Like, it's nothing new or like cutting edge. It's just what we do. It's good business practice. Basically, is what Tim Cook answer was, and that's the CEO of the most valuable company in the world. That's the correct answer.
Yeah, true. I'm not saying any of this is correct, by the way. I don't agree with any of those charts in the beginning of the charts, right? Kodak, they went up I think they went from $3 to $12 in this matter of 2 days. They just said the word blockchain. They didn't do anything with it, but whatever.
Love it.
All right. Later, guys.
Catch you guys next one.